they won the game, but it's okay because we might see them in the Super Bowl. And
right now, we're not even worried about no Super Bowl.
what's up, guys? Welcome to the Warner House, brought to you by 33rd Team. We are here on, unfortunately, not a Victory Monday, but it's okay. We'll talk about that later. First, I wasn't on last week, so this is a special treat to be back.
How does it feel being back?
It feels like it's been a century since I've done this. Honestly, we've done so much since we had our guest jury, and that was amazing.
Amazing
you
show.
guys loved that show, and it did so good. So that was so fun to do, and you interview the GOAT. So
Absolutely.
that was awesome. But now it's back to the original situation. So
back to my baby being back.
I know.
Just like riding a bike.
Just like riding a bike.
How are you feeling today?
Today I'm feeling like I'm in my 3rd trimester of pregnancy.
Wow.
Yeah, I feel huge. I feel like I out of breath. Everything that I used to do takes me 3 times longer to do physically. I'm just drained. I could go to sleep at 8 p.m., not wake up till 6. I'm just like really feeling it. And this makes me scared actually because I'm only 28 weeks. Or only.
No,
I am
not scared.
Yeah. Because what happens when I'm 38? I'm really going to feel
You're going to be feeling it.
Like I'm walking through, like I'm, woo, yeah.
You're going to be feeling it. And that's why we just take this thing one day at a time.
Right. And I stepped on the scale today for the first time.
How'd it feel?
I don't know what came over me. I just got up and I looked at myself in the mirror and I was like, whoa. And I was like, let's just rip off the Band-Aid. So I went and I stood on the scale and I was just, I was taken aback.
Because you've gained weight during pregnancy. Okay.
That's sufficient.
So that's exactly what's supposed to happen.
So I was humbled today, just as you were humbled yesterday.
Oh, thank you, honey. Thank you.
So yeah.
Well, my day obviously wasn't the best because, would have loved a Victory Tuesday, but we'll talk more about the game, like you said, and what went down there.
Yeah.
Obviously, we had Christmas Eve went down.
Yeah, that did happen yesterday.
We should probably talk about that a little bit, how that was, and tell people about how we had some family in town and had a little surprise.
Oh yeah. Okay, so it's like all a blur. Everything was so fast. But yesterday was Christmas, and here with us was my big brother, which was a huge surprise. Fred flew, situated my brother coming out for Christmas, and it was the biggest surprise. I had literally no idea. Scared the crap out of me at 11 o'clock at night. There's a ring at the doorbell. I'm freaking out. What on earth is it? Open up the door. It's my big brother, which is so crazy because if not everyone that knows, I'm from Alabama, which is all the way across the country. So coming to California from Alabama is not just a hop and a skip. It's a whole situation. So the fact that you surprised me, that was so nice.
That was all him.
I know.
He gets all the credit.
Right. No, totally. He does get all the credit.
He just happened to text me like, Fred, what do you think about this?
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure Sydney and your mom would freak out if you came.
Yeah.
So he did. He surprised you guys, and that was really fun to see. My mom and my sister came out, and my mom talked about how fun it was having him here.
Oh, I know. She kept saying how she loved spending time with him. So, yeah, the whole family was here. My mom, my brother, his little sister, Fred's mom. We didn't have a few others, but that's okay. Maybe one day we'll have everybody together. It's hard with football and just everybody spread out. But we had such a good day. We went to the game all as a family. And it was a good day. Despite the loss, it was a good Christmas. It was a memory I'll never forget. Really.
I'm happy.
Yeah.
Obviously, it was different because given the situation, like usually on a Christmas Eve, you're staying up all night, spending time with your family, you might be playing a little cards, you have your meals, da-da-da.
We had our meals.
I was, at the hotel.
Yeah,
I'm locked in. I'm getting ready for a game. I can't sit around. I can't play cards as much as I want to spend as much time as possible with the fam. I got to make sure I'm doing my thing.
I know.
Um, so that was what made this Christmas a little bit different. But I mean, just having everybody here, nonetheless, was amazing.
Yeah.
Um, yeah, you guys whipped it up kind of good in the
Yeah, we
kitchen. So
had a
for that
lot
little
of food.
post game meal,
Maybe that's why the scale was so heavy today,
gosh,
because I ate so much during this holiday and Thanksgiving.
I've
So
never I've never heard of a pregnant woman being concerned about her weight.
oh, I have.
Have you?
Yeah, a
When you're
lot.
pregnant?
Yeah. What do you
Okay.
mean?
Let's talk about the food. Let's talk about the food.
Let's not, because I don't want. I don't need to
Oh,
think
don't
about.
even talk about food.
I don't need to think about it. Out of sight, out of
There was
mind.
a ham. There was a green bean casserole.
Oh
A
yeah,
couple other
Fred's
delicious
favorite thing
sides.
is a green bean casserole. He
Mm-hmm.
requests a green bean casserole at every Thanksgiving, every
Mm-hmm.
Christmas, maybe even on Easter. We'll start making a green bean
Who
casserole.
knows?
We had that. That was so good. My mom's potato salad was a hit.
Mm-hmm.
Ham, delicious.
Mm-hmm.
Shout out Grocer and the Goddess, Los
Mm-hmm.
Gatos. You guys are the best. I did not cook the ham. Could not take that on this year. As I said earlier, I'm feeling crazy right now, so
Okay.
couldn't handle that. But we did make some beautiful sides, and had some delicious cakes and pies.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, yeah,
Okay. Yeah. No, it was great.
yeah. We did
Um.
gifts,
Yep.
which is nice. But like honestly, the fact that we're just older, the gift is the day. The gift was my brother. The gift was like my mom being here and your
Mm-hmm.
mom and your little sister and us
Mm-hmm.
all being together. That's really the gift. Of
Mm-hmm.
course, it's like habitual to give something physical, and that's fun and cute and all, and it's nice, but it's doesn't even touch anymore, because I used to, like, as a kid, I would get so excited about gifts.
Mm-hmm.
Like, your little sister, she was obsessed with her Uggs and everything.
Mm-hmm.
And that's so fun, but it's so crazy how once you pass a certain age or a certain season in life, not age, it's like, wow, this gift thing is like, yeah, give or take.
It's actually more rewarding to give the gift and see the person opening the gift rather than
Totally.
just like,
I'm in that season.
yeah,
Yeah.
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 Very meaningful having everybody in town. That was great.
Okay, so should we dive into this game?
Ah, sure.
Okay. So, yesterday, Christmas Day, the Ravens defeat 49ers 33-19. Levi's Stadium, Santa
Here you
Clara.
go.
Just before we dive into the logistics and the numbers of it all, how do you feel about this?
Mixed feelings. Obviously, got to give them their credit. They came in here, our house, handled business. The score was very lopsided. Um, you know, we talk about it often. The recipe for us winning games and especially dominating games is we take the ball away on defense and we protect the ball on offense. And last night we just didn't do that. I'm always going to look inward and look at my side of the ball and like us not getting any takeaways. Getting any takeaways, that was really what did us. You know what I'm saying? Like if we are able to get one, even two, our goal going into every game is getting three takeaways.
Yeah.
That's the goal. We get three takeaways, we know we're going to win that football game. We didn't get a single takeaway. We grabbed one or two. We were still in the game at the very end, even if we were to score on that last drive on offense and be down by one score. And then, like, we had all three timeouts. There was a situation there at the end, regardless of what had happened, where we still could have won. But imagine if defensively we were able to take the ball away one or two more times. Of course, everybody's going to go to point fingers outside the building of talking down on Brock and all these other things. And, like, hey, this is the league. It is what it is. Like, things happen. And the offense has had our back, like, had the defense's back all season long. It was our turn to return the favor, and we didn't do that. So, like I said, much props to the Ravens. They got a lot of good players. Lamar Jackson is as advertised. I mean, I played against him already before, but he's still playing at an elite level and can do it all. Can obviously use his legs to run, passing the football, and you could just tell like his teammates really are behind him. And they play for him out there. So I got a lot of respect for Lamar, and I told him that after the game when I saw him.
That's good. I don't know much about him. I don't know why. But
he won the MVP back in, I think that was 2019,
well, he's
and
a
it
heck of a quarterback.
heck of a quarterback. I think we came out the same year in 2018.
Oh,
We came out the same year. He was drafted in the first round to the Ravens, and ever since he got drafted, he's like, man, I'm trying to win a Super Bowl. I
yeah,
want to win a Super Bowl. Like that's his mindset, and like so he's made of the right stuff. He's like
yeah,
the type of guy that I can get along with because like
yeah. He's
he's
got the
made of
right
the right. Yeah, he's
mind.
got the right mindset. He's made of the right stuff. So um, yeah, he a good dude, great player.
Congrats to them, honestly. They did their thing. They won the game.
Yeah, I
What are you
mean,
gonna do?
yeah, they won the game, and like I just said, you make it hard on yourself when you don't get any takeaways and you're giving the ball to the team. Like,
I don't know if it was the first quarter or the second, but it was like after the second or third interception, and I looked over to my brother, and I was like, Fred told me that after the three, uh, what is it called? Three
takeaways, turnovers.
takeaway turnovers, that the odds are not good, like in our favor. I was at that point. I was panicking, but then we kept on doing all this crazy stuff to keep ourselves in the game. And I was like, he's like, look at that, and we got the
Mm-hmm,
safety, and then
mm-hmm,
we just held them. We did this like a couple of 3-and-outs, which was
mm-hmm.
really nice. And I was like, okay, like, oh, this is odd. Like, it's actually not. It could have been a lot worse at that point. I think the fact that they kept getting these interceptions, and then but somehow we kept them from scoring a lot at the second quarter-ish, but then things took a turn. But I think only like at the fourth quarter they took a turn where I was like, this is looking very doubtful, because I had faith all the way up until about that fourth quarter.
Yeah, the probably the most disappointing part of the game is nothing that happened in that first half. I know we literally gave them the ball 3 times in that first half. It
Yeah,
was 3-0
that's when yeah,
turnover differential. Even through all of that, we were down by 4 points going into the half, and
right,
our offense had the ball up first. And so the disappointing part was obviously they ended up getting the ball back quick, and defensively we gave up 2 quick scores,
mm-hmm.
2 quick touchdowns, and boom, the game is like it looks out of reach, just like that, like in the blink of an eye.
Yeah,
So we just got to be better.
yeah,
We got to play better. Teams are
yeah,
too good. Teams are
yeah.
too good.
And
This is the top seeded team in the AFC.
that's a good
You
team,
can't slip up.
right?
You know what I'm
And
saying?
no, and we slipped up when we literally could not have. So they won the game, but it's okay because we might see them in the Super Bowl. And
And right now, we not even worry about no Super Bowl.
no, I know, but as a fan, I'm thinking to myself, whatever, it's fine if we lose this game, because we'd rather beat a team once rather than having to beat them twice. Odds are in our favor that way. So if we do go there, if they go there, and we are at the match at the end of the day, us too, if that's how the cookie crumbles, then it would be nice to have an opportunity to play better against them. You know?
Very nice, baby.
Thank you.
Love you.
Love you.
Another thing that I want to touch on. Obviously, I got to show love to some backer play. On the other side, they had 2 really good linebackers,
They do.
Roquan and Patrick Queen. 2 backers that I got a lot of respect for, and 2 guys that are playing at a high level this season. I got to give them. Like I talk about, giving their flowers. Patrick, I think, had an interception in the game. Roquan was running around doing his thing. So I'm not one to hate on anybody's game. I show love where it's due, and they've been doing their thing. Uh, as good of a tandem as there is in this league, and yeah, big reason why their defense is really good.
I'm not sure which one it is, but I was watching like number 0.
Mm-hmm.
Which one is that?
Roquan.
Okay, that's the guy that I think, like, when I've never looked at a player, this is me talking, not you, so don't get weird, and thought, and they're good as Fred, or like, look how they move, like that reminds me of Fred. Like, literally no one compares to you.
Mm-hmm.
But I did look at that guy, and I was like, okay, like, he's aware, like he's in there, like he's kind of like, of course he's not better than you, but I could look to there and I was like, okay, I see why they would compare you and Dre to them too. Like, I see why.
Okay.
Like, the machines kind of ticks the same, maybe.
I see. Yeah.
I did notice that.
Yeah, no, the respect is there. Okay, so next up, moving on. Past the game. That game is done and over with. We put it behind us. We scrap it. We're on to the next. Boom, I don't even remember that game now. All right, Commanders. It's Tuesday, the first day of the week of preparation. Washington Commanders up next on the road. Short week. Banged up. Get your mind right. Coming off a loss.
Who did they play?
They just played the Jets. They played them tough down to the wire.
Oh,
I don't know the score, but they came back they were getting whooped up on, and then they
they came
came
back.
back and almost won the game.
Oh, wowie.
So, yeah, if anybody thinks this is going to be a walk in the park, you better buckle up.
This is not a game, like you said, to like sleep on, just like the Arizona game. How people were like, "Oh, da da da," but we were still challenged in that game, So I feel like it's the same situation.
We got to get this taste out of our mouth.
Yeah.
We got to go out. We got to execute at a high level. We got to play 49er football. And what did I just say the key to winning games is?
Takeaways.
And?
Defense.
Okay, you're close. Taking the ball away, not giving it away on offense.
Okay.
Taking the ball away.
Not giving away on offense.
Okay. And that's how we win a football game.
How was the vibe today, by the way?
The guys are ready to go. Okay. They're ready to move on. Okay. Guys are banged up. We gotta get guys healthy. Last year we played the Commanders on Christmas Eve. We won that game.
Know that.
I forget that was when we played them, but yeah, that was a close game as well.
I just don't remember that.
That was a close game as well. They played us pretty tough.
Away,
no, it was at home.
What?
Yeah, it was at home. You were here.
Oh, all right.
Washington has a new starting quarterback going from Taylor Heineke to Sam Howell. And then I think I also heard that they have Jacoby Brissett playing as well. I think Sam Howell might have gotten benched his last game or something like that. But Sam Howell was leading the league in passing yards this season out of all the quarterbacks
in the NFL.
Good
to hear. I don't want
That's not good to hear.
I don't want to hear that. Especially after the game we had. I don't want to hear that. Yeah.
That's great. So yeah, like always, it's about us. It's not about what they're doing. We got to make sure we take care of our stuff.
So if you can explain this to me, just break this down for me really quick, just because I want to know. So we clinched the playoffs.
Mm-hmm.
And even though we lost this game, what does that affect going forward playoff-wise?
Nothing.
Okay.
That's it. I mean, listen, had we won, it would have helped secure the 1 seed a little quicker.
Okay.
Now, in order to secure the 1 seed, we have to win the last 2 games of the season.
We're fully capable of doing this.
Yeah.
We can do this.
I would hope so.
If you got to get out there and do it all.
Okay.
Fred Warner.
All right. Let me dial in.
Yeah.
Let me dial in. Seriously. You going to let me go to the hyperbaric chamber?
What days?
Uh-oh. Already asking questions.
Honestly, yeah, you could. Of course, you can go to hyperbaric.
I know.
Just maybe not tomorrow because we have that thing.
Not tomorrow?
We have that thing tomorrow. Oh
boy.
Tomorrow we have the movers coming.
Okay. So yeah, we're battling it out for the 1 seed with everyone who's doing well. But at the end of the day, just win this week.
Yeah, that's all we're worried about.
Here's my thing. Let me go ahead and take a second real quick to preach, because I like to preach a little bit.
Do it.
There's all this little hoopla. All the conversations right now are all about the 1 seed, the 1 seed, the 1 seed. Listen, I don't care about the 1 seed if you're not playing good football at the end of the day. Because guess what? Yeah, you have that first round bye, but if you're not playing your best ball after the bye, you can have a first round exit just like that and you're done. This isn't about the 1 seed. This is about winning the grand prize at the end.
Right. So it's good for us to be humbled right now. We clearly need some's got to be done, some work.
Listen.
No. Yeah. Let me just say something. What if we had gotten lucky somewhere in there? If we played just the same way that we played and somehow we got lucky and they like effed up one time.
It wouldn't have been luck. It would have been, we would have took it from them.
It might have been luck if there were little tiny smaller issues that we weren't really paying attention to because we won.
You'd rather learn off a win than you learning off a loss. I'll tell you that.
Are you sure?
I'm dead serious. I'm positive. Every time.
Okay, fine.
In this league, all that matters, it's a results-based league.
All right.
The only thing that matters is the outcome.
I'm just trying to see the positive in this. Maybe it was a good thing that we lost.
No, 100%.
We need to oil some things up.
Oil it
things
up.
Have got to be
but what I'm trying to say is
you don't got to. Don't get to the first game and lose.
You don't have to try to recreate the wheel. You know what I'm saying? Like you ain't got to try to do something different. get back to the basics.
Right.
I'm talking about the day one basic fundamentals.
Yeah.
Do those so great that we're too talented.
Yeah.
Do the basics elite. You're going to be just fine.
Yesterday we weren't doing the basics.
Yesterday we didn't do the basics well.
Okay.
Enough.
Okay.
Okay, enough about football. Let's talk about New Year's Eve at the Warner house. What are your New Year's resolutions, honey?
My New Year's resolution?
Yeah. Like what do you want to achieve in the new year? What do you want to be better at?
I want to lose my baby weight and get back to my goal physically. Wait, that's an amazing goal. Why would you shake your head at that? That's
No,
like
no,
the
no, no,
best
no.
goal to possibly have.
Honey, I understand. Yes, that's a great goal. But just the whole weight thing is just
It's on my mind, Fred. What do you
you're
want to
right.
do?
You're right.
You're not the one
I'm
carrying
not.
a
I'm
child
not.
growing daily.
You're right.
Okay?
And
If you were gaining a pound a week, you wouldn't be well here either.
I'm blessed.
Mentally, you wouldn't be well.
You're my everything.
So give me a break.
You're my everything.
Thank you.
And I'm grateful.
Thank you.
No, thank you.
Literally.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Yeah, thanks.
Yeah. So my goal, one of my goals, okay, I'm going to actually break it down. I'm going to do 3 this year. Number 1 is I want to get back to my pre-pregnancy physique. That is my goal. I have fitness goals. That's very
course.
popular
100%.
Resolution
100%.
that people do. So huge fitness goals this year.
Okay.
Starting in March.
Whoa.
My second resolution, not really resolution, but goal is just to be the best mom I can be.
Oh, wow.
I know.
Wow.
I know.
That's number 2, though.
It is. Because I've got to be good mentally and physically. To be able to be a good mom, I've got to be okay, you know? Because for you to be a good husband to me, you've got to be okay.
I hear you.
You have to take care of you first.
Babe, you preaching.
And then you take care of me.
Tell the people.
Just being honest, that's the recipe to a good marriage.
Mm-hmm.
And the recipe to being a good mama is to still feel like yourself, not give yourself away.
Okay.
To anybody. You know, you need to be of sound of mind, of body, for me to be able to give to my child as much as I possibly can.
You said it.
So that's it. I'm gonna leave it there. That's already a lot. So and to successfully give birth
to a healthy child.
Yeah. So yeah, those are 3 big ones.
Those are. When are you coming out with the gender?
I think we will come out with the gender. I think I'm gonna drop it on. Thinking of New Year's.
The reason I said you is because this is on you. Because if it were up to me, I would have screamed it out the day we found out.
I know. I think that we are going to reveal the gender of our child on New Year's Day.
Okay, just keep pushing it back.
No, what are you talking about? That's what I said, no?
I thought you said Christmas.
Well, Christmas is past, Fred.
Well,
I've got a lot on my list.
You so do, boy. I'll tell you what.
And, you know, I got to get my list done before I can dive into the fun stuff. Mm-hmm. So, yeah, that's something fun to look forward to. New Year's Day. Look out.
Okay, so I didn't realize that the game we play on New Year's Eve.
Right. So New Year's Day and New Year's Eve are 2 different things.
Right. I'm saying we play on New Year's Eve. I don't know. Will we be back in time for, you know, when the clock hits midnight and when it's the new year? Woo, 2024.
I don't know. It's a 6-hour and 30-minute flight to Washington.
It is an early game, though.
Is it?
Yeah.
Okay, that's good. So, yes, you'll probably, I don't know, you might be driving or here on the, I don't know.
I don't know either.
Whatever, it's fine.
It's okay.
You know I'm not a big New Year's girl anyways.
You're not a big New Year's
girly.
Last
year in New Year's, we were playing in Vegas, the Raiders on New Year's, and everyone was just so excited for that game, you guys. And when the schedule came out, everyone's so excited, and I was just kind of like, oh, God, that means I've got to be in Vegas on New Year. I'm just not that type of person. I just would rather not do that. I'd rather go to a beautiful dinner with the people that I want to have fun with and, like, have drinks at dinner, dress up cute, and go home. That's my idea of a perfect situation. But, you know, guess what? I did the opposite. We went to this huge dinner. Then afterwards, we went backstage with the Chris Brown concert. And it was just, I was so out of my element.
Yeah.
I tried to appreciate it. I was like, Sydney, just like buckle up. This is
Mm-hmm.
what you signed up for.
Mm-hmm.
You know, you got to do the whole thing. And there's nothing more that I wanted to just leave and run.
Yeah.
But yeah, whatever. It's a memory. But I'm excited for this Christmas Eve because, not Christmas
New
Eve,
Year's.
New Year's Eve. Well, I'm not excited. I'll be alone, but I don't care as long as you're
Do you
here.
have your mom?
Oh yeah, my mom's here. Oh my god, are you kidding me? I forget.
Yeah, that
Jesus
pregnancy
Christ.
brain, boy.
Literally, it'll be great. It'll be great. You'll be home just in time
Yeah,
for a nice
it will be.
kiss.
Oh. So it's safe to say you think New Year's Eve is overhyped.
It's just not for me. I don't think it's overhyped. It's a very exciting time for a lot of people. I just don't know if it's my favorite
Yeah,
celebration. Do you love it?
I think it's great. I think for a lot of people, this start to the new year is like this is their time to really make a change for the
Yeah.
better,
No,
positive
I'm
changes.
excited for the new
Now,
year.
I don't believe in New Year's resolutions very much.
Oh, you don't?
I mean, like I just said, I think it's great for some people. That's what it takes for them to like finally start to make a
Oh
positive
no.
change. Is like for the new year to finally come around.
And I feel like if that's what you're waiting for, you're never going to achieve what you want to achieve. I'm goal driven throughout my
I
whole
feel
year.
like you like if you're gonna make a change, like it doesn't matter if it's a new year or not. Like I say, start right now.
It was so
There's no better
funny.
time than to do it right now.
I was at the gym today, and they had, I mean, they do like walkthroughs for people that are
There's
signing
so many
up.
people walked them
Oh my
through.
gosh, so many. And I'm friends with some of the people at my gym, and they're like, oh my gosh, yes, this is like our biggest
Mm-hmm.
month. Like, we're about
Mm-hmm.
to start making like X amount more than we would ever make, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then in like, say 3 weeks, that money gets chopped in half because everyone cancels.
Everybody cancels.
Isn't that funny?
It's not funny.
I'm just saying
But
though,
yeah,
like,
no, I completely I know that that's a thing.
yeah,
Like the whole start. I'm gonna start working out. I'm gonna get better
yeah,
shape, and it's the intention is right.
right.
That's not the problem. The intention is right, but everybody thinks that some magical things were gonna happen to
You
you,
can't
like in
wait
the
till
new
once a
year.
year
It's
to
like
get it together.
no, like there's no perfect situation.
No,
There's no perfect moment, year.
right.
You got to just start right now, like today, this
I
moment.
I look at it as, I mean, you know how I am. I'm like a little local crazy about
It's
stuff.
okay.
I'm just like always on go, full go. I need to do a million things. I think of it as for the big things that I always in my mind ticking. I think of it as just kind of like a refresh. Like, okay, I mean, birth is big, being a mom's big,
Yeah.
and losing X amount of pounds that I've never had to lose before is big. So it's just like a reminder. I think a New Year's reminder is better than, let's say, resolution.
Yeah. I mean, like I just like there's
Let's
nothing
say if
wrong.
you're a
There's nothing
cigarette
wrong with
smoker
there's nothing wrong with the resolution.
and you want to quit
I'm just
smoking,
like if you're waiting on the new year to start change, a positive
you're
change,
waiting too late.
I figure why not start now?
Of course.
That's all I'm gonna say.
I'm gonna say, if like, this is an example, if you're like a cigarette smoker or something and you really want to stop,
Mm-hmm.
every year you kind of, you kind of go back, and it's really hard, and every year you kind of try again,
Mm-hmm.
instead of just giving up.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
That's good to do that.
The intention's right.
Yeah.
The intent is there. So if you had to rank the holidays, all the major holidays, how would you rank them? Let's go New Year's, Christmas, Thanksgiving, Halloween, Valentine's Day.
Valentine's Day would be number one. Second would be Thanksgiving. Third would be Christmas, and fourth would be New Year's.
What about fifth?
What did you? Oh, Halloween fifth. Oh no,
Oh, wow.
no! I take that back. I think Halloween is after Christmas. No, before Christmas. I love Halloween. Okay,
Christmas
I'm
is
sorry.
last?
I'm sorry. No, New
Go do
Year's
that
Eve
over
is
again.
last.
Do
Okay,
that over again.
sorry guys. Valentine's Day is number one.
Mm-hmm.
Number two is Thanksgiving.
Okay.
Number three is Christmas. Number four is Halloween, and my last is New Year's Eve.
New Year's. That sounds like
What's
you.
yours?
I know Valentine's Day is more of your thing.
Yeah.
So I probably put that 4.
Oh, okay. And switch it with.
I'll put Halloween 3.
Okay.
Christmas, Thanksgiving, those are kind of interchangeable.
Okay.
I'd probably say it's tough. I'll put Christmas 1.
I know.
Christmas 1, Thanksgiving 2, New Year's Eve 5.
You know what I think is going to be my new favorite holiday now that we're going to have a baby?
Mm-hmm.
Because you know how much I love Easter?
Mm-hmm.
I think now, like with
It's
a
gonna be a game
baby
changer.
and having Easter,
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to freak out.
Are you?
Yeah.
When is Easter?
April. So really, really soon after my
Mm-hmm.
baby's born.
Mm-hmm.
Wow. 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 So many things to do.
Yeah.
Okay, guys.
Let's do some questions. Fan questions.
Okay, let's do the man question. We haven't done this in a long time. All right, so I'll start. We're gonna
Mm-hmm.
do at Blend Cedo asked, who has put who onto better food, and what is your favorite food spot in the Bay Area?
Now, before we met, I'd say Sydney didn't have the type of palate she probably has now since I put her on
Are we gonna do this?
some delicious cuisine since we met.
Okay. Okay, guys. Fred's being funny. Fred had a very I would say your palate's fine.
Okay.
He's open to everything,
Yeah.
but he just hadn't experienced a lot. I
Okay.
had to culture him. I
Oh.
had to open his eyes up to a lot of things. Um, so now that his eyes have been opened, I mean, he is just. I mean, your cuisine taste is just like top tier.
Wow. Well, I have nobody else to thank than you for that. Thank you, honey.
No, I don't know. I mean, we eat everything,
We do.
like from the jump.
What's if you had to give a favorites in the Bay? Tell
You
a
know what
food.
I've been thinking about ever since we went, and I can't stop thinking about it?
Ozumo?
Yes.
Sushi.
I was literally thinking, I was like, if I have to have like a C-section or something and I have like a last meal, that would be my request to go for us to go there.
Wow.
Or maybe it's like our last date night before the baby comes. We're gonna have to do that.
Okay.
Like a nice, like beautiful date night before the baby comes.
Okay.
We love this place. It's in Santana Row. It's called Ozumo, and we went in there the other night for like a date night, just a random day. I was like, hey, let's go to dinner, and he was like, okay, let's go. We went, and they were just so nice to us, and they love us there. We love them. We used to go so often, but we haven't been in like, I think like half a year.
Well, obviously you have to limit the
The sushi.
yeah.
But anyways, everything was so good. We forgot. And it's good that we waited so long because you forget. It's good to forget a little bit about your favorites, and then you go back and you're like, this is so good. Like, now I know why I come here so often. So that's like my favorite.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
We always talk about Hero Ranch.
Hero Ranch Kitchen, Saratoga, incredible. Yeah, that was a long-winded question. Sorry. Love of food, clearly.
It's okay. At Patrick Foley 2940. Oh, in all caps. Hey, Fred and Sid. Love the podcast. Fred is someone I model my game after. Question. Can you guys do a gender reveal for your podcast fans / subscribers? Hashtag Teen Boy. Hashtag Warner Jr. Question mark?
So I just said that we're gonna do our gender reveal on New Year's Day. Is that
It'll be a Monday.
that is a Monday?
It'll be Monday.
Should we do it on
Yeah,
the pod?
the sooner the better.
Or should we? No, because it's either gonna be on Instagram or the pod. So it's like, which one first? You know? Should we? Okay, here's the thing. Since we record on a Monday, should we do it on the pod, and then the podcast comes out on Tuesday, which would be the 2nd, and then have it come out on Instagram on the 2nd?
At night?
No. Why would it have to be at night?
After people have already watched the podcast.
The podcast comes out on Tuesday afternoons. So right after the podcast is, we drop the podcast at like 12 or noon. We just immediately
12 or noon or
12 noon.
Okay.
Then immediately after we post to Insta.
Sounds like a plan.
Is that what we should do, guys?
Or we could just tell them right now.
In the comments, let us know which would you prefer. I think I like that idea of us exclusively revealing on the podcast, and then after the podcast is dropped, we'll drop it on the gram for everybody else that doesn't listen.
It's however you want to do it, honey.
Okay, Fred's not interested, so you guys.
Oh, I'm interested. I'm interested in getting it out right now.
Okay. All right. Well, that's really it. We've got a lot to look forward to in the next coming week. The Commanders game and the gender reveal of baby Warner is coming at you real soon. Yeah, I'm excited.
I'm excited too,
I'm
honey.
also excited that Christmas is over. I'll tell you what. I'm so excited to like get to like doing my nursery and getting all the Christmas stuff down and feeling clean and put together. And I don't once December 25th passed, like all this crap needs to get out of my house. It's making me crazy.
Okay, you know the drill.
Anything else? Any last words?
Um, let's get back to work. Nobody feels sorry for you. All right, get back to work.
We love your questions. Please drop any more in the YouTube comments. Tell us what we should do for the gender reveal if you guys are feeling our little idea there at the end. And yeah, we love you. Thank you for tuning in. Listen to us on Spotify, Apple Podcasts. You can always watch on YouTube. Drop any questions you have for us down there, and follow 3013 for anything NFL related. We love you guys. We will see you next week for an exciting week. Yeah, stay blessed. Bye, guys. Be sure to subscribe anywhere you get your podcasts and to the Warner House on YouTube.